Ok, let's go. Oui, c'est vrai, on revient là. Re-YouTube. On est revenu dans la salle de départ. Et on devrait avoir une autre porte ouverte. Bah, facile. D'en face, non? Ah non, on va pas devoir refaire un carré. Sauvez-moi. Putain.
Alas, I require your nimble fingers again.
Alright, what's the pattern?
Another easy one. The Phoenician letter Taw.
Who would know that?
I don't know. Perhaps an archaeologist? How about the Greek letter Chi?
Quoi? J'ai rien compris. Ah, paille! Hi. Tu veux que je fasse ça?
The Roman numeral 10?
Okay, okay.
Ah, 10. C'est X. Non, 10. Pas X.
Please tell me you know your Roman numerals.
10.
How about a big fat X? You know that one?
Ah, comme
Perhaps
ça.
it's the symbol you use to sign documents.
Just
Pardon.
give me a sec.
Oui, bah j'avais compris. Ah oui, d'accord, un gros X.
This is not the way to your ship.
Do you believe Grace could have done something to cause humans to turn on her?
Like what?
Like becoming too overbearing?
Humans would have been given no reason to question my bearing.
Oh, c'est beau.
It's one of my theories, yes. This must be the main entrance. I'm guessing the landing pad is on the other side of the big doors.
That's correct,
Oh.
Addy. Though the pad appears to be buried under meters of ice.
Ah, merde, c'est sous la glace.
This
C'est
looks
cool.
Olympian or Neo-Egyptian. The triangle must represent the spire. Beautiful, don't you think?
Does it matter
Pas
if
mal.
it's beautiful?
That's another way to see it, sure.
Et ça, c'est les trucs de l'entrée, c'est la fête.
What are these for?
They appear to be terminals for processing visitors to the spire. But they no longer store any useful information.
Bon, ok, allons-y alors. Ok, donc c'est notre planète avec 3 lunes.
Is this an airlock?
Yes, the spire beyond this point can be pressurized.
Pressurized.
I assume your suit has limited oxygen?
I have about 5 hours left.
That's quite a risk you're taking. Were you assuming
Quoi?
the station life support could be restored?
Well, can it?
I believe so. But for reasons I'll never understand, life support is controlled by empathy processing. I suppose they had to give it something to do. I will enable that programming now.
Quelle bande de bâtards. Bien sûr que c'est contrôlé par de l'empathie, l'oxygène.
Hello.
Par des putains de
So
machines.
you're going to get oxygen going?
The process has already begun, my friend.
Ah,
If you let me accompany you along the path ahead, I can balance the environment to your life force as we walk.
ah, c'est trop marrant.
Here we go.
Ok, let's go. Oh.
Wow. How are these plants still intact?
They must have been subject to a very sudden drop in temperature while still alive.
What is this place?
Remaining connected to one's natural world is important for a person's well-being. A fitting starting point for those entering the structure, don't you think? Do you see them, Addie? Life in perfect stillness?
Trop bien.
The flowers defying the hoarfrost, as you have defied the emptiness of space to arrive here.
I guess.
Which one are you?
Pardon me?
Which one of these blooms best embodies your spirit?
Seriously?
It's important I know these things in the balancing of illuminatory ergonomics.
Mince.
Fancy words do not make this any less idiotic.
Go ahead, Addie. There are no wrong choices.
Ah merde, je me suis planté, lol. J'allais par là. Bon, on va prendre le petit pont. Hein.
By all means, take your time if you need it.
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Tu veux que j'interagisse avec un truc, c'est ça? Interagir avec ça.
Recognize any of the objects in this section of the garden? I'd love to know what you think of them. For the calibration process.
Statue.
This statue could be outer colonial. It's simple, but it's quite beautiful, I guess.
And why would its beauty matter?
People like pretty things.
Hello?
A human truth spanning thousands of years.
Am I doing this right?
You are doing splendidly.
I'm sorry. This cannot possibly be necessary.
Temperature preferences can vary considerably between individuals. Careful calibration is essential.
How about above freezing and we proceed?
It's really up to Addie. If you don't wish to consider more objects, I can set the temperature within a survivable range, and you can move on to the flower bed next to the stairs.
This looks like Pacific Revival. Part of an archway, maybe. That's a pretty big piece to ship all this way.
So it must be important.
Mais attendez.
Even though it's no longer holding up a
Non, elle a dit les stairs, donc
Guess
c'est bon,
its
je peux
purpose
monter
has
maintenant.
changed.
As can happen with people, too.
What's the point of this, Addie?
I'm an explorer. I'm here to learn.
Go ahead and choose a blue, Maddie.
On va choisir une bloom, j'ai envie de me barrer surtout. Je vais me barrer, j'espère. Putain! Comment est-ce que je choose bloom?
Go ahead and choose a blue, Maddie.
Et où? Bordel. Ah,
This one.
I had a feeling you'd pick that. You're a risk taker. There's a passion in you, a fire you can barely contain that drives you to complete your mission. I'm making the lighting adjustments now. Ah, perfect timing. The room is fully compressed and we can go about setting oxygen levels.
Call me old-fashioned, but how about the traditional 21%?
Go ahead and seat yourself at the center of the pergola.
putain! Fais en sorte que je sois bien, tranquille. Let's go.
Very good. Now, when you're ready, you can remove your helmet.
My helmet?
Of course. You can't sample the air I've prepared with it on.
And you're sure it's safe?
Your well-being is the most important thing, Addie. I'm certain it is safe.
Okay.
Now I want you to take a deep breath. A nice, deep breath. No. I want you to take a slow, deep breath and hold it until I tell you to release.
Okay.
Deep as you can, Addie. Hold it. 3, 2, 1, and release. Beautiful. And when you're ready, another deep breath in. Fill those marvelous lungs. Hold it. 3, 2, 1, and release. Very good, Addie. Feel all that built-up stress from your long journey here release into the ether.
Oh, please.
Shut out any negative energy and take in another life-nurturing
please.
breath. Hold it. 3, 2, 1, and release. Wonderful.
Even the station has a limited supply of oxygen.
Next, I want you to really open your body by reaching up toward the sky.
Passe barrer.
Wonderful. How's that feel, Addie?
Kinda nice?
And we're almost done the calibration. For our last exercise, I will ask you to stand up.
Okay.
Now, once you're centered, you can hold your hands in a relaxed position in front of you. Now transfer your weight onto one foot. I want you to hold that for 10 seconds.
Okay.
What could this possibly have to do with oxygen levels?
It's about balancing.
Literal balancing? Unbelievable.
Almost there. 3, 2, 1. And that's 10 seconds. Excellent, Addie.
C'est tous.
We've done great work here today. I've made note of these settings for the other parts of the station.
So we can move to the transit system now?
The door out is just up the stairs past the flowers.
Je me casse. Pressurize.
I'll do my best to get the oxygen mix just right in the rest of the station. Just let me know if anything is not quite working for you.
You don't suspect Grace was shut down in a human conflict?
Ouais, ton casque, non?
Or you were abandoned over time.
C'est beau.
Abandoned?
We've walked away from a lot of great things.
Très beau.
Very cool.
These tracks move transport pods to other levels of this complex.
Let's see if we can get this thing working.
Ouais, c'est un peu congelé. Hein.
You wouldn't build a system like this if you didn't need to move a lot of people. Which bodes well for finding something cool at the other end. This must be the transit control room. Looks like people worked here. No power?
There is no current running to this console. Control will be required to reroute power.
And you defied my wishes to tell the solar system of my return.
I'm just looking for answers, boss.
I am the only answer.
Control? Fine. Where's the electrical access for the room?
To the left of the rear door. But as I said, you will need control to reroute power to the console.
This era of electronics is dead simple. Won't hurt to take a look. This should show the power status of the room's various systems. Well, nothing in the room is on standby.
As I'd said,
I'm gonna have to look at the breakers. My dad worked on older machines for a living. They're not predictable things. They have quirks.
I sense that there is joy in this work for Addie.
well, I can tell you there is no joy running to any of those breakers.
Sometimes a good whack will knock something into place.
It's worth a try.
Well, there's your problem right there. Someone's removed the entire power relay.
As I told you.
So why can't Control help us? Isn't he programmed to serve humans?
He's more accustomed to tasks like maintaining power grids across entire planets, while I'm very much attuned to the needs of individuals.
What about you, Logic?
I apparently offer wisdom to the wind.
You activated Control and Empathy.
For all the good that did us.
Is there another configuration we can call on?
Grace's core processors contain only these 3 systems.
Can you combine the systems? Take the edge off Control with a little Empathy?
I suppose it's possible, but there's no telling what the outcome of something like that would be.
Could it be any worse than Control?
It can always be worse.
It sounds like a wonderful idea, Addie.
You're right. What do I know? Don't blame me if he turns out to be a murderer.
Addie?
Yep, it's me.
Great. What are we doing again?
We're powering up pods.
So, you want to hotwire this thing?
Yes, please.
All right. Rerouting is good to go. You can meet me at the breaker panel.
This looks like a welder's jetpack.
C'est ce jetpack? Non.
Go ahead and flip the switches.
You got it, pal.
And I'm Pal?
Sure. We'll call you pal.
Breakers look good. Now you can push the buttons that turn on the different systems. Power's up. I'll let you do the honors.
Here we go.
Let's go. Bien sûr, ce sera glacé.
Oh,
Pas de bordel,
that's not
bien
good.
sûr.
I'm so sorry, Addie. I thought I would have enough power to do this for you. It seems so important for you to ride in a pod.
I think the track is just jammed with ice.
Ice? You'd think I would be able to handle a little ice.
It's okay. Is there, some kind of de-icing system or something?
I don't know.
There is not.
All right, let's look for something to deal with the ice.
C'est marrant, il y a plein de personnalités.
This could be promising.
Would it be heavy enough to smash the ice?
Maybe. But I'm more interested in what that welding
Elle a
thing
les yeux
might do
ronds
to the ice.
et c'est orange. Et l'autre, il y a les yeux carrés et c'est orange. Deux personnalités différentes.
All right,
Oui.
pal. Let's try this one on for size.
Quoi?
So, what's it gonna do exactly?
Oh, I think you're gonna like it. This is a welder. See if it still works.
Look at that. A little blue light.
That's not gonna cut it. Are you able to control this?
For you, I could definitely try.
Can you open the fuel throttle to the torch?
Okay.
Oula.
Whoa. I like that. What is it?
That's called an icebreaker, pal. Any idea where the flight controls are?
Someone removed them.
Okay.
I can take control if you like.
Oula.
You know how to fly this?
Looks pretty easy.
Elle va prendre le contrôle de mon
Stuff shoots out
jetpack.
the back and you get thrown up in the air.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh, it's working. We can fly.
Easy, pal.
Well, where do you want to go?
Alright.
Là-bas.
If you can move me to the pod, we can have a look at the ice. And, pal, it's super important that you don't cut the engines or move too fast. I don't want to get hurt.
I know, but it's great, isn't it?
Yep. As long as you don't kill me. Alright. This should be close enough.
Go!
It's so bright and warm.
Just hold me steady.
This is really hard.
Qu'est-ce qui pourrait mal se passer?
It's these stupid flames are throwing me around.
You may want to ease up, Addie. Don't
C'est bon.
push him too hard.
I think that's good. Let's have a look at the rest of the track.
You got it. As long as you're
Doucement.
not using the fire shooter, flying is pretty easy.
Just keep it up, literally. There's more ice here on the right.
Allez, on y va.
Oh, hold it steady.
Sorry.
Oh, d'accord, ok. Une...
Short bursts, Addie. He's really struggling.
C'est bon.
Let's keep going.
On it.
Je comprends pourquoi il y avait un truc où il était marqué
And this last
Perfeu.
one here.
Oh, me fais pas tomber, hein.
Now you've got the hang of it.
This is so cool. It's like the best day of my life.
Well, I'm afraid we're almost done.
Doucement.
I
Voilà.
think that's it. Do you think you can get me back?
Yeah, I know. Got stuff to do.
Tout à fait, j'ai des trucs à faire. Ok. C'est plutôt bien passé.
That's fun, pal. We make a good team, right?
Yeah, I like the part where we burn the ice while flying.
Me too.
Allez,
Okay,
go.
I'm gonna bring down the pod.
C'est parti.
So, where are we heading again?
I will be able to obtain structure schematics once we reach the next level.
You think we'll see any dead bodies?
Hope so.
Oups. Très bien, moi aussi je veux voir des gens morts. Parfait. Hein. Très génial.
Do you know if the pod system has stops along the way?
It does not. We are arriving at the track terminus now.
Ok, qu'est-ce qu'on va découvrir? Attention. Oh, y'a rien, y'a R. Ouais, d'accord, ils se sont pas fait chier. Ça vient d'un truc tout blanc et me casse pas les couilles. Alors, il a l'air de faire froid, hein.
Can't believe how well preserved it
Très
is.
froid.
You think people could be alive in there?
You should really consider thinking before you speak,
Ah, la Spire,
and
elle est
then
là.
consider not speaking.
Logic. As long as life support is functional, it's not entirely impossible that someone's taken up here.
Alors attendez, je vais faire un truc pour vous. Parce que je pense que j'ai mis un réglage. Copier, machin. Non, filtre. Juste filtre. Filtre. J'ai pas envie de vous mettre trop de gamma. Je vais retirer le gamma. Parce que vous, c'est très très blanc en fait. Je me suis fait remarquer. Je vais mettre 0,5 de gamma, c'est tout. Comme ça, vous allez avoir un truc à peu près pareil que moi.
Well, that settles it. I'll disable Pal now.
Don't you dare. We might need
Alors.
him.
Ooh, more buttons.
Alors,
You really are unburdened by intellect, aren't you?
What's the pattern here?
It's the Latin zes.
Huh?
Right, slower processors. You might call it a backwards Z or Z. And you'll need to make it the full width and height of the panel.
si c'est backward, c'est comme ça.
Just having PAL running in the background is making us all a little stupider. If we did switch PAL
There.
off...
Voilà. J'ai compris. Backward Z, un Z à l'envers.
I've been thinking about why anyone would want Grace to be shut down. And I wonder if there could have been a flaw in her base programming.
Like what?
Control and empathy programming divert valuable processing power away from cognitive ability.
Which way am I going?
The big colorful doors. As I was saying, empathy interferes with practical decision-making. Control is a 4-year-old.
You are a 4-year-old.
Please stop. It says Keeper Rosaline.
She looks like a keeper.
She's pretty.
What do you suppose a keeper is?
It must have been a revered title if a statue was made for her.
Huh.
Ok.
Spire caretaker, maybe.
The key to restoring Grace may be about understanding her potential flaws.
Are you going to tell me the pattern?
You think we're flaws?
Having a few flaws is perfectly all right.
Logic sounds jealous to me.
Jealous? Of what? You can't even open doors without me.
Where are you going with this?
Allez, go!
We'll talk again once you can tell me who Everett is. Figure that out, and I'll grant you access to the main elevator.
Grant me access? Logic. Seriously?
She has no way to do things without your help. It must be frustrating for her.
Could we create another hybrid? Logic and empathy?
Yeah. Like how you made me. I could give it a try.
Stop, stop, stop. You'll burn the place down. I will run a logic and empathy configuration as long as you promise never to allow Pal here to do any reconfiguring of our processing.
Deal.
I don't think that smart
Attention.
lady likes me very much.
Hello, Addie. Where do you want to start?
Ah, ça,
Can
c'est-
we start with the security door to the settlement elevator?
They are encrypted. It would take me days to work out the pattern.
Is there any other way into the settlement?
There is a room off to the side that does not have an encrypted entry. Perhaps we'll find something helpful there.
Ah.
So you can open these ones?
They have simple passcodes. I can retrieve and play back for you. You will need to enter the sequence manually.
Oui. Ah, c'est un Simon. Ok. C'est tout. Envie de toucher à tout, hein.
This looks like another control room. Do you know what this is?
It appears to be some sort of interface from which humans can track activity within the spire. Elements of the interface are missing. I'm not sure I can access it.
I think my comm device can be calibrated to connect.
Allez, go!
Of course, yes. Let's give that a try. There are records here of people who have occupied the rooms over the years. You got
Ah,
it.
voilà.
Do we know the spire's capacity?
50 units. There are millions of names here.
Millions.
There it is.
Magnifique.
If a million people cycled through here, no one could have lived here that long.
A few weeks at most, by my estimates. Okay, I found record of an Everett who stayed on the 3rd floor. Unlike other visitors, there is no record of him leaving the spire.
So, Everett was a worker, or a colonist who lived here. Is that enough for you, Logic?
Hardly. It does nothing to explain why Grace would be
Oula.
calling to him.
So I'll need to find a way up to the 3rd floor.
Perhaps we can find one on the spire map across from the console.
Non, mais ici. Tu montes là et c'est bon. En fait. Ok, t'inquiète. On va regarder la map.
Looks like the image from the spire entrance. Alright, what are we looking for?
Grace processors are located at the top of the structure, as
C'est un
might be
triangle pour
expected.
passer
There
là-bas.
is also a massive radio beacon.
Là-haut.
The beacon is the key, Addie. You must go now to activate the beacon to call the masses back to the spire.
Just a few minutes ago, you wanted me to leave on my ship.
The beacon is the answer. It has always been the answer.
Okay. Can you get me to the beacon then? Control?
Control will not be able to override security.
Then we need to learn more about Everett.
Here's the room where Everett once stayed.
Ooh, maybe we can see it from the balcony.
Possibly, but I don't see a viable route to get there.
Rich level tree. Pourquoi est-ce que j'ai ralenti tout à coup? Pourquoi j'ai
Let's see
ralenti à mort?
apartments.
Those are on level 2.
Well, if we can get to that balcony, maybe we can find a way to level
Mais
3.
si!
I can climb this.
Ah voilà,
I
merci.
suppose.
I don't see many other options.
Ok. Easy. Ok.
It's pretty much a straight shot across. Looks sturdy enough.
Even in low G, a fall could result in an injury.
Oh,
I've
c'est
already
bon.
fallen a few times from this height.
Careful, Addie. If you broke a leg, how would you get back to your ship?
You sound like my mom.
C'est bon. Je peux pas tomber en fait.
Addie! Addie!
Ah, si.
Are you okay?
Mais comment je suis tombé?
I'm fine, but you can't be yelling things while I'm trying to cross.
So, you're going to try again after that? You nearly broke your neck, Addie.
Yep, you're totally my mom.
Falling's kind of fun. It's like really short flying.
Let's go. Round 2.
Please,
C'est
be
scripté.
careful. This is so
Je
cool.
pouvais pas aller à gauche ni à droite en fait.
Please?
Regardez, là je suis à fond à gauche, là je suis à fond à droite.
Concentrate on your breathing.
En vrai on est bon. Hein. Juste tout droit et c'est bon. Devait tomber.
Yikes.
This is so
Ah voilà,
exciting.
là je peux.
Breathe, Addie.
Là je peux me balancer.
Very good.
Bon. Je vais avoir un autre moment de balancement.
Forward.
I
On
can't
se
watch.
respire. On respire, on y va. Voilà,
I knew you could
nickel.
do it.
You should really try running across next time.
Oh, petit
I'm
liron.
hoping there won't be a next time.
It'd be faster too.
Looks pretty empty. Maybe the rooms were for short work contracts.
2-week work contracts?
Or were people just visiting the spire?
Petite douche.
Some weird little lavatory?
They've changed much over the years.
Horrible.
Not really. I've seen weirder. I've seen ones where people sat on ceramic bowls of water.
If they
There you go.
pooped in the water, what did they drink?
Well, check out the rooms, I guess. Look for a way to the next level?
You still don't know whoever it is, do you?
Putain, ta gueule.
Aren't you getting a little ahead of yourself?
Putain. Oui, je vais devoir monter, oui, aller dans les autres appartements.
I light up the pattern for you.
Merci le Simon.
Another empty bedroom. This looks like a shrine.
To honor Grace.
That looks like her symbol. I don't see a way up.
Non, y a rien ici. Pourquoi suis-je si lent? Nous découvrons, nous découvrons. Les tours, elles sont un peu cheloues, hein.
Here's the code.
Magnifique. Quelle intelligence.
Not much here either.
Ici, là-bas.
People sat or knelt here.
This was a place for meditation.
Travel packs.
So visitors
Ouais, pas de
brought
matelas.
their own food.
They really didn't stay for long then. It's like they were on pilgrimages. Someone's made off with the mattress?
As a souvenir, maybe.
Here we go.
Allez. 3e étage, c'est parti. On grimpe.
We still have one level to go.
Hey, there's another beam here. I think it's a shortcut.
It is more direct, but I
Quoi?
wouldn't advise it. You're better off finding a way through the apartments. Besides, I know how much you
Quoique,
want
là,
to
là, je
explore.
pourrais monter, hein. Moi, je m'en
Might be
fous, j'y
worth
vais.
it.
It's a lot farther down. Are you sure? Please don't fall.
How would
T'inquiète.
saying that be helpful?
Look at that drop. Really makes you feel alive, doesn't it?
Yes.
Keep it that way.
Hmm? Hop là,
Hang on.
petite
You
session
got this.
équilibre.
I'm trying.
équilibre. Voilà,
That's
parfait.
it. Well done.
Encore un. Encore une?
Oh boy.
Oui, bien sûr, bien sûr.
Easy, Addie.
On se concentre.
Concentrate on your
On se
breathing.
concentre.
You're in
Okay.
control.
Bon, voilà, ça c'est fait.
Totally worth it, right, Addie?
I don't have words.
Exactement. Merci à tous. Bon, à YouTube, on se retrouve au 3e étage. Hein. Mais un pouce bleu. Bisous.